Hey St. Lucia, what's up? Good morning. I hope you're feeling as good as we are. Of course, I'm your host, Sheila Mendez, and you're watching This Morning. And today I have a very special guest on with me, all the way from the United States. I have Profesora Amazonas, and
Yes.
yes, her name sounds very exotic, but that's because we're going to be talking about something very different and exotic in itself. You know, I'm always on a pursuit to try to introduce you and bring you awareness on things that are just so different that you can get into. So we're going to be talking about capoeira today. But before we get into that, Amazonas, how are you doing today?
Life is beautiful. St. Lucia is wonderful. I'm excited to be here and I'm thankful for the invitation to be here, for the show, for the film festival. St. Lucia is the place to be.
All right, you see, I'm loving her already, you know. Now, I know it's your first time here, so how are you enjoying St. Lucia?
Well, the beaches have definitely been nice to me. The people are wonderful, and going to see the sights are definitely part of our plans. So
All
I'm
right.
excited.
So, Amazonas, of course, as I mentioned, she does capoeira, and
Mhm.
you're also an instructor of it too, am I
Yes.
correct?
Hmm.
All right, so based on my knowledge of capoeira, because I've done it once down here. So listen, we do have a movement here in St.
Yes.
Lucia, so we'll keep you posted on that. But
Sure.
I know it's a form of Brazilian martial arts, and what's
Mhm.
really interesting is, you know, it's almost like dance incorporated. I know it has some roots in Angola, right?
I got some information here.
All
So whoever's
right.
teaching you is doing a good job. So I will definitely tell you yes. It's actually African, and because of the slave trade, it was brought into Brazil. And so the things that we know about it honestly do come from a lot of the Portuguese influence because of slavery. Hence, my name is Professora Amazonas, and it's the Portuguese swing that you're hearing, which some people are like how do I say it? So that's where that came from. But with the movement going on, it's international. Just like the St. Lucians are everywhere, in the world. So you can find a good one anywhere, and they'll bring you back here to find what's good, for
Alright.
it. So, but capoeira is everywhere. It's African actually, but it's definitely popularized with a
From
Brazilian
Brazil.
influence.
Nice. And so, how did you get involved and exposed to capoeira?
Well, I've been in martial arts since I've been 12 years old, but I found that capoeira spoke to me my spirit a little bit more because of the elements of music and dance that are incorporated. It is a martial art that is disguised by dance, actually. So when the slave watchers would look forward and see the slaves out there, as they say, dancing their chicken dance and doing their thing in the low grass. These are all different code names for what capoeira is. It means the low bush. So they're doing their dance, their thing, but they didn't know it was actually a martial art.
Nice. Now, for you as well, listen, like Amazonas is doing some great things, and I know you've made history as well because there's different ranks in capoeira. So she is the highest rank
Well,
African
not
American.
well, we'll not say the highest rank. There's many rankings, but in this world of titles that we do have, I am the fourth African American in the United States to meet the ranking of professora. So that's a big deal for people who look like us, especially because it's not to say that the Brazilian influence is not important. It definitely is. The system that we wear, as I wear a uniform, is because of a Brazilian influence. We didn't always have uniforms in Africa. We didn't
Right.
have clothes sometimes. So it wasn't even that necessarily, that's what made the group, but it was more of the community that was built because of the things that we shared in common and culture and ritual that brought us through, and through and conquering is through capoeira. So uniforms are one thing, titles are another. It's part of it, it's not the only thing.
Right. And can you probably break down the rank system and the titles?
There are high students, generally they're high students, and you can have a student with the title of graduado or monitor, and they're allowed to watch classes, teach classes in some groups. You have an instructor, a professor, such as myself, and the next group is contramestre or mastery, which is a master of the art. But you're really mastering yourself and how to deal with your, different situations in life, because every time you have a confrontation doesn't mean you have to fight, even because you know how to. Sometimes it's easier to step to the side and let the next battle come on because it's more important to win that one.
And you know, if you get a chance to be part of a capoeira class or even go on YouTube and check it out, it is
Sure.
so interesting because, like you said, you guys are acrobats. I mean, agility is one thing, but then you incorporate dance movements in it. So even if you're not part of the class, it makes it fun and enjoying just to
sure, for
watch as
sure.
well. It's entertaining because, I think what stood out to me is, of course, seeing the dance elements incorporated into it too. So, I mean, anybody who might be now curious to get into capoeira, what would you tell them, to get into it? What advice would you give?
Well, it's definitely for you if you want it to be for you, And so, what does that mean? First step is with anything is you have to go, you have to try, and don't let yourself be in your own way. Because if you want to grow, you gotta let yourself grow. Because there's things that are limitless. You start to put a cap on it. So I would say show up to the first class. It's here in St. Lucia. It's international, England, Paris. Every place has capoeira, but you have to find it. You have to find the door and go into it.
All right, perfect. Well, listen, I hope I've intrigued you enough that now you'll go check it out. Like I said, we do have a capoeira movement here in St. Lucia, so we're going to be following on that. So you need to stay tuned to this story. And of course, as you can see, it's something that's not just about being fit, but it's holistic. It's your mind, body, and spirit. So we need to engage ourselves, stimulate our minds, our bodies, and of course, there's so much to do whilst we're living, so we need to get into different things. So capoeira is one of it. Amazonas, thank you so much for being here with me. And of course, you're watching This Morning. I've got to keep you in the know, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Good morning, St. Lucia. Thank you for joining me. You're watching This Morning. I'm your host, Shayla Mendez. Of course, we are right here on DBS. Now, this lovely lady right here next to me, this is Cleopatra Jules, and she is a mother. She is an amazing singer, and she is just full of talent. And we're going to get to learn all about her today. How are you doing?
I'm doing fabulous, thank you.
Great. And now, one of the biggest things that's happening right now for you is the release of your new music, actually, correct?
It's a Creole slash Zouk Love album. This is quite new for me, so I'm really excited about that. This is the very first time I'm actually tapping into, that sort of genre. Yeah.
Now listen, I love Zouk. I love Zouk Love. I love to dance it. And when I heard her track, especially there's one Addicté, and I mean, it makes you melt. It is so smooth. You are going to dance. And I was so proud first of all, I did not think it was St. Lucian. And when I found out that, I was really proud. So large shout out to Vineyard Productions. But what made you decide to go into this genre?
Okay, sometime last year, I got a call from a friend of mine, and there was this event at, was it Vide Bouteille, Leclerc, and Black Callaghan, who is an artist from Martinique. So they were coming down, and they had this event, and they asked me to perform for them. So originally, I was on YouTube trying to source some really nice, cool track to, do a cover, and I was like, you know what? Let me just do my own thing. So I just decided to write my own music, and the Creole language is so beautiful. Like, why not use it? So, and there I am. I just decided to take it from there, and why not an album?
Now, I just listened and tuned into something you just said. You said you wrote that song as well, correct? So there's another hat that she wears. She's a songwriter. So when did you tap into that skill?
Oh boy, as a child growing up, I would make these little crazy little tunes about anything whatsoever, but I started taking it seriously. My very first serious song that I wrote was for my graduation and high school, and then I got to perform that track there one time, and then I decided to do a little more, yeah.
Now, when did you realize that doing music and singing, your songwriting, when did you realize that's what you want to do?
Oh, I think it's always what I wanted to do. I love music. Like, that is like plan A. There's no plan B. That's just plan A for me. And I've always loved it. I've been doing it. I grew up as a child singing, as many other persons would, in church. Every Sunday I would have a special. And then from there I got older and I participated in other events and stuff. And I've just never stopped, really.
Now, you are a mommy. So tell us how you balance being a mom and music, because we know that kind of like you can perform at night, perform during the day, be called to do anything. How do you balance your passion with motherhood?
Yes. Well, seeing that my son is now 8 years old, it is so much easier. I mean, when he was a baby and toddler, it's a little bit more challenging, especially when they're so attached to you. Like, mommy, I want to go with you. Like, and all that sort of drama. But he's older now and it's much easier. And then, I have my family, so they support me as well. They support my music. So whenever I have gigs and stuff, I'll, just call Auntie Reese, Mom, somebody, can you just keep an eye on him just for tonight or whenever. And they're always there.
So you have that support system.
I have that support, thankfully.
Super. So, with your musical journey, what's going to be next for you? What can we and St. Lucia look out for?
Well, with regards to this upcoming Zouk album, for sure, we are definitely tapping into the French market. So we're getting out there, Paris, Martinique, Guadeloupe, Dominica, you name it. I want to get out there. Yeah.
Alright, so listen, this is a woman that we have to admire with passion, ambition, and a voice that can just soothe your soul. So look out for it, because trust me, the next time you're dancing to a hot Zouk track, it's probably going to be her, our own St. Lucian. Alright, so.
The video is coming. There's a video coming for a Dictate. We're in the planning stages for that, but it is coming. So I'm really excited about that as well.
And before we go, I don't know how I almost forgot to ask you that. Where can we find your music?
Oh, you can find me on Facebook, Cleopatra.Jules. I'm also on YouTube, Cleopatra. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Cleopatra Jules as well. So I'm out there. Yes.
Perfect. So now you know where you can follow her. So go check it out. Listen out for the music. And there's so much more in store with her. So we're going to follow you too. And we'll be right back.
Good morning, St. Lucia. Welcome to your morning soca size session. My name is Shani Victorine and I am a licensed soca size instructor. And I'm here with Vernel Flavian and Jayla Mendez, our soca size instructors as well. Soca size is an exhilarating Caribbean workout that combines aerobics and Caribbean dance to the sweet sound of Caribbean music. This morning's routine is going to be from our cardio soca jam section to MVP by Sidale. Are you ready?
Yeah!
All right, let's do this. All right, so we're going to begin our first move. Fist pump up to the sky with a little bounce. Up. You want to make sure you're really pumping the arms. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, our next move, we're going to step forward, turning our bodies to the side. Ensure that the elbows are up. We're going to jump, switch, step, step, step. Give me 4 more. 3, 2, 1. All right. Our next move, we're pumping down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Last one. Down and up. All right. After that, we're going to roll the arms. Single, single, double. Single, single, double. On the double, give me a little kick to the side. Let's go. Single, single, double. Up. Double, up. Double, up. Last one. Double, up. All right. Then we go back to our MVP, pumping the arms. Oh yeah. 4, 3, 2, 1. Then we're gonna wave to the side. To the side, side. Give me 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. That's our moves. Let's put it to music. Okay, yeah. Yeah? Let's go. Bump.
MVP,
Right leg and
from a rise with the sound like a fetting on my mind. Yeah, I got lift on my cup and I'm not wasting time.
the elbows up.
You see this fed right there? It will
4,
come alive.
3, pump.
We bringing
Up
up the vibes,
and
the
pump.
music pumping.
Let's go.
Everybody jumping.
Ah.
Let me keep it on the low, on the
Let's
low.
go.
No,
Hey.
I am the baddest on
Ah.
the team. Nobody's stopping
Let's
me.
go.
Not even red light was like
Single, single, double and.
Cause me and my crew, we put the
Hey.
key in a party. We go always be
Hey.
in a party. Looking for we find
Hey.
me in a party. Tell them say we bad when we
Let's
come
do
true.
it.
We cause a scene in a party. Sipping on punching in a party. Ever fresh and clean in
We
a
are
party.
the MVPs.
I am the MVP, yeah.
Oh yes.
I am the MVP. Most valuable party. If you are MVP, yeah. We are the MVP.
Wait to the right. Let's go.
So let me see them hands up, hands up, hands up. Put up your hand in the air, let me see them flat up, flat up. Most valuable partiers. Now everybody start jump up, jump up, jump up. None of them can fret like we, so jump up, jump up. Most
Left
valuable
leg.
partiers. Them call me the MVP like Steph Curry. From this a party thing we must hurry. Yeah, cause tonight we come alive. Y'all them walking up and not stopping. Celebration, champagne popping. Boy, and all hands up in the
Pumping.
sky.
Ah.
Just look the music pumping. And
side.
everybody jumping. Them tell me keep it on the low, on the low.
Oh, yes.
I am the baddest on the team. Nobody stopping me. Not even friend like most.
Single, single, double left.
Cause me and my crew, we would
Hey.
be in a party. We go always
Hey.
be in a party. Looking for we
Hey.
be in a party. Tell them say we bad when we come through. We cause a scene in a party. Sipping on punching in a party. Ever fresh and clean in a party.
Pick it up.
The MVP, yeah.
Woo. Oh
I
yes.
am the MVP. Most valuable party. If you are MVP, yeah. We are the MVP.
Then wave to the left. Wave. And.
So let me see them hands up, hands up, hands up. Put up your hand in the air, let me see them racks up, flats up. Most valuable partiers. Now everybody start jump up, jump up, jump up. None of them can fret like we, so jump up, jump up. Most valuable
MVP.
partiers. MVP. Say we are the MVP. Whoa. MVP. Most valuable partiers. MVP. From you on. MVP. Show me your right hand. MVP.
Right leg forward.
Remember,
keep the elbows up.
Jumping. Them tell me keep it on the low, on the low. But no, I am the baddest on the team. Nobody stopping me. Not even red like
Single, single, double. Right.
Cause me and my crew, we put the beat in a party. We go always be in a party. Looking for we find we in a party. Tell them say we bad when we come through. We cause a scene in a party.
Let's go.
Sipping on punching
If you
in
make a
party.
mistake,
Ever
catch
fresh
up,
and clean
catch
in a
up.
party.
MVP.
I am the MVP, yeah.
Woo.
I am the MVP. Most valuable party. If you are MVP, yeah. We are the MVP. Most
Wait to the
valuable
right.
partiers. So let me see them hands up, hands up, hands up. Put up your hand in the air, let me see them flats up, flats up. Most valuable partiers. Now everybody start jump up, jump up, jump up. None of them can fret like we, so jump up, jump up.
MVP,
Most valuable
let's go.
partiers.
Come on. Let me hear you. MVP.
Most valuable
Yes.
partiers.
Aha. Let's go.
Most valuable
Woo.
partiers.
That was our workout for today. Thank you so much for joining us.